Twitch fam, it is your one and only, your favorite Latina, ItsFatale. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and if you happen to miss me, don't fret, just check my schedule and you'll see when will be the next time I will be live. Now, I am a variety streamer with a particular interest in wrecking house and taking names, so if that is up your alley, please don't hesitate to hit that follow button. I'd be happy to follow you back. Well, all my love, all my positivity to you and my Fatale fan. Until next time, and yeah, until we see each other again. Bye.
All right. I put a backdrop in there. I don't know why. But anyways, we're here. How'd you guys like that?
We're here.
But yeah.
Oh wow.
So no,
that was so cool.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah. No. So because I'm gonna kind of tone back on the creator interviews because I was doing like 2 to 3 a week, and never had time to do this. And I want it to be more of a personalized thing instead of just throwing people in there. It's like, okay, here we are. But I try, and you're wow. That's just like I need to change the closed caption. It's just like growing. It's not supposed to do that.
It's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger.
All right, there we go. Anyways, no, I did those intros that way you guys, felt special, or I try to make you guys feel special. So.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I love it. I loved it. That was awesome. I'm gonna pretty much go back and see if I can like capture that.
I can give it to you.
That would be great. That would be really cool.
I think yours might be a little over a minute, so I don't know if it'll fit like in your Twitch channel trailer, because I think you can only put a minute in there.
Yeah, but I'll figure something out. That's no big deal.
No, yeah. I'll send it to you. That's why I do. It's just everything I do, your banners, everything else like that. I know that doesn't work after this because it has the doghouse branding on it, but that's kind of one of the things I try to do for you guys. That way you guys don't have to worry about it. Is to try to get all that stuff done so you guys can, I can promote you guys can promote yourself for the channel and everything else.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, what the stuff you gave me was fantastic for me being able to promote it on Instagram. Yeah, I loved it. You did a great job. You did a great job with the intro video, and you did a great job with the graphics you sent me, so.
Appreciate it. Marley, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doghouse Live. And I said, okay, enough about me, enough about this. Anyways, introducing this lovely lady. It's Fatale, right? Did I say that right?
It's Fatale. Well, yeah, Femme Fatale. Yeah, it's Fatale.
I got it.
You got it.
Battle Scar, what's happening? Welcome to the channel.
Oh, Battle Scar totally just raided. That is awesome.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
Thank you for the raid.
Thanks.
Doctor Who, what's good? So I'm ItsFatale, the Dragon Queen. Yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer.
Go ahead and get
Okay, well, pretty much, yeah. So, and I just saw in the chat somebody, another streamer who would battle for you for the position of Dragon Queen. That is not the first time I've gotten that. The Dragon Queen, for me, is a interesting title, and it's not going to be completely what you think it means. So I am a Latina streamer on the East Coast, which apparently is very rare to find. I am 30 years old. And yeah, I've been gaming since I was like, I don't know, like 6.
Wow.
And my mom gave me a Tetris game on the original Game Boy. And I have been a gamer ever since. I started streaming in January. Yeah.
This January?
This January, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you've done pretty good. Yeah.
I have grown in a tremendous way without having an OnlyFans and without having a hot tub stream.
Nice.
So yes, East Coast gang gang. Thank you, Battle Scar, for sure. But yeah, so I've been streaming since January. Technically, if you check YouTube, my first stream was on December 31st. So my home base is Instagram. If you ever want to see pretty much where I keep all of my images, all of my photos, all of my content is mainly Instagram. That is my home. And it's really easy to find me. It's Fatale literally everywhere. My gamer tag is ItsFatale, Discord, TikTok, ItsFatale. Everything is a brand for me, and I just pretty much branded myself everywhere. So it'll be really easy to find me. You could probably Google me and you'll find me. The only platforms I'm not on is Twitter and Facebook. Unfortunately,
No, that's probably a
thanks.
good thing.
Well, you were talking about last night on your stream that Twitter is pretty much dead.
Yeah.
At least for our community, our gaming community, and all that.
Yeah.
But I've never really been interested in Twitter, and she needs Twitter though. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay. But
Nice.
yeah. So bearded dragon queen. No. Tin Man. So I will get to the whole explanation of the Dragon Queen if we do get there. Are we going to be able to have time for all that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So I am actually in Miami. I know I see you guys, Philly. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm in Miami. And I am Florida girl, born and raised. Twitter is a whole new space for something not friendly. Yeah, I honestly just stay away from it. So, like I said, my home base is Instagram. Really easy to find me. Obviously, just ItsFatale. TikTok, same. TikTok, I really just started it. I want to say like for 3 months, 4 months ago. And I've had a really hard time with it. I don't know if anybody else has a hard time with TikTok, but considering considering how well I do on Instagram, it was just like so impacting once I realized TikTok was a bitch.
Oh man. Yeah, TikTok is good, but yeah, I to tell you the honest to God truth, I think TikTok is easier to navigate than YouTube is. I mean, that's just my opinion though.
I feel like, yeah, it's very easy for you to just kind of go down this rabbit hole on TikTok. I know everybody has the rabbit hole term for YouTube, but TikTok, it's like it just keeps going
Yeah.
and going and going.
The Energizer Bunny of the internet.
Yes, absolutely. But it's a good time, and I've learned a lot this year with social media and everything. The reason why I don't have Facebook is because due to the whole Twitch thing, I've had a lot of stalkers, and I had a personal Facebook page that I use, and a lot of information was on there. So I had people from Russia saying they were gonna come visit me in my hometown because they found where I worked. Yeah, they found out where I worked because of pictures that I was being tagged in. So Facebook is not something that I do anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's one of the reasons why I've got an account over there for this and gaming and my personal. So I can separate everything if I remember to separate it, but it's just like you got to remember to separate it.
Yeah, for sure. So it's been one hell of a journey for me. Like I said, I just started at the beginning of the year. I quit my job at the beginning of the year to dedicate myself to Twitch.
Nice.
I mean, I actually spent most of my life kind of away from social media, so it's been one hell of a ride.
No, I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, no, what I meant about Twitter was dead earlier, Marley, was the fact that, it's a hit and miss type thing. I mean, you can like, and it just, I don't know, unless you're I don't know, this is just me though, unless I'm tagging people, I don't get any response off the ones. Maybe every once in a blue moon, I'll get a response off of something, but if I'm not tagging somebody, it doesn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, there's so much algorithm that Twitter's algorithm is like insane, because it's just like if you, yeah, got in right, yeah, it's just like if you at more than 3 people or hashtag more than 3 items, your tweet gets shadow banned basically, because Twitter's algorithm kicks it out because they classify it as spamming.
Wow.
So
yeah, I don't really know how Twitter works. I never got into it. Just It never interested me. I could not see myself tweeting every day, just saying random stuff.
Oh, I
But
usually get timed out on Twitter.
anyway, but yeah. So that is that. Oh, Helix is
Felix,
here.
thank you for the follow, my dude. Welcome
um,
to the dog house.
That's pretty much in regard to social media. On every social media page, you'll see my link tree, and you'll see everything. I have merch. I have everything you can think of. I also, I was working with 310, which is like a weight loss supplement, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but yeah. So just check out my link tree. You'll see everything. I have a Discord too, and that's that. I've always been the person to like not shove my Discord down people's throats. It's just kind of like, look, it's here. If you're interested in joining my community, please feel free to join. You're happy. If you want to leave, you can leave too.
Yeah.
I've been like always been like a no pressure kind of person. That is pretty much me in that sense. I mean, what do you want to know?
What I don't know.
I could keep going.
Hey, like I said, this is what what we talked about. It's just like, this is your talk. So I mean, it's whatever. And plus, if chat has, I'm sure most of your community has probably asked you tons of questions over the year that you've been. Can you believe it's almost been a year?
I can't believe it's almost been a year. It definitely blows me away. Like I said, it's been one wild ride. Immersing myself in Discord as well. Right now I'm part of 30 different communities, and it's been really hard to kind of keep up with. But that's really was what has helped me grow, to be completely honest. I funnel everybody from Instagram over to Twitch and Discord. And I creating your own Discord, that's a full-time job.
Yep.
If you're serious about it, go ahead and do it by all means, but make sure to realize that you're going to have to dedicate a whole lot of time to that shit.
Either that or find somebody you trust and put them in as a community manager.
Exactly. And I have 4 super awesome VPs in my Discord.
Nice.
We're not a humongous Discord. We only have about 256 people, so it's fairly small.
I have 60. So you're humongous to me. No, but mine. I don't promote mine. I only have mine set up for the when I do the competitions and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. But yeah, and the people that I have in there are incredible people. Like I said, the people that are there because they want to be, not because they are like a simp or like, they want to see me and interact with me every day. My community is really about them, and they know that.
Yeah.
Like it's never been about me, because at the end of the day, I am fucking nobody without my community, without my dragons. So they are very important to me. I've created some really awesome long distance relationships with several people, and I feel really blessed to have that opportunity. So,
and that's the most important part too about, community, is making sure that that they know that, I mean, just like you said, without them, we're nothing, other than, just somebody sitting behind a computer or behind a camera playing a game or talking, but without you guys, that's the reason why. I mean, I know a lot of people like down like the giveaway people. I mean, yes, you can overdo the giveaways and stuff like that but it's just like what I've started with this. It's like, it's a streamer fund, so it's like anything that comes through, like I told you in the beginning, any money that comes into here goes back out to streamers. If I go through somebody and see that they're struggling or something, I'll try to drop some, either some subs or donos or stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. Community helps community, and I think if everybody done that, it would be
awesome.
It would be Euphoria,
awesome.
Or what's that? What's the place? Is it Euphoria? Is the place that?
It's no, that Euphoria is a feeling. So it would be like a paradise. Utopia.
There you go. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, Battlescar, babe. Thank you very much. I work very hard to, like I said, find people for my Discord without shoving it down their throats. I just feel like that's the right way to go about it. Try having 5K people in your position, keeping the track of them, highlighted my. Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Well, you know,
Who knows?
yeah, you know, psychologically they say we can only keep up with 150. You know, we can only keep up with 150 personal interactions.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what our mind and everything else can do. You
So
know, so it's
so
crazy.
I gotta say this. I started the year not just streaming on Twitch. I was streaming on a different platform. I don't think I'm allowed to say, but that other particular platform was a really chat only kind of deal, and I was
Mm,
streaming with. I remember my peak was 3,200 people, and
wow.
they were all just interacting with me, chatting with me, and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't like nude or in in
Yeah.
skimpy outfit or anything like that. It was really just me chatting with them. And you did get a lot of weird people, but that was probably um, my first couple of interactions with large amounts of people and trying to keep up with the chat is virtually impossible. I sounded like I was at an auction, just
I bet.
going down the
Yeah.
list, making sure that I made everyone feel welcome. But yeah, so I ended up stopping that, and just focusing on Twitch and my real life career. So there's that. Crash. Oh, Crash is one of my VPs.
Nice. Welcome
Yeah,
in,
so he's
Crash.
here. Thank you so much, Crash, for stopping by. And the other, I guess, opportunity that I get to interact with thousands of people a day is definitely my Instagram. Right now,
Yeah.
I have, I think, 14 or 15, no, 14,000 followers, which isn't a lot compared to, streamers that are even obviously bigger than me and that have been streaming for a long time. But my DMs are ridiculous.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like, I will send a message to somebody, and
Yeah.
maybe in an hour, they're like 30, in 30th place. Like, I have to go searching for the conversation that I had with them.
So
I want to
I'm
say,
I'm really really lucky that she found all my messages that I sent her.
yeah,
But
yeah. Well, TikTok isn't so bad, and I try to routinely check my TikTok messages, and that's how I saw your message, and I was like, oh hell yeah, let's do it. But
yeah.
yeah, so what else? So there's that social media, TikTok. Me having fun with TikTok. I've had a blast with TikTok.
It you know what? I went live. I don't know. I've been like, because I got to the point to where I could go live a few months ago, but I've been like really really hesitant about going live. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It's just like, I guess because it's a different community. It's a
yeah,
but
yeah.
so there was one day I just said the hell with it. I was bored. I was in here playing games with some of the guys, and I have my phone's hooked up to my computer so I can do everything with it, and I just hit live on my phone, and it was just like instantaneous. It's just like, whoom. It's like, and I've never been so overwhelmed in my life, and it's just like, okay, what is going on? But I guess TikTok pushes your stream out to people.
Yeah, it does. It
So
does. It does. It's very interesting.
that's one good thing that they have in discoverability. That I wish Twitch would have, but
Mhm. Mhm.
so yeah, but I don't know.
But it is what it is. We'll see if things kind of improve. If they don't improve, at the end of the day, there are other platforms.
Yeah,
At the
but
end of the day, and who knows, we might all get merged into one platform.
yeah,
You never
that is a
know.
possibility.
Yeah. So
But no,
anyway.
but yeah, I think Mixer's what helped me out. I know you said you didn't stream on Mixer, but or did you stream on? No, you didn't stream on Mixer.
No,
No,
because I
okay,
just started
that's
streaming in
right,
general this
that's
year.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
Mixer, because I started out on Twitch and then I went to Mixer because I started out. That's one thing. That's one creator tip that I have is never start out alone. Always have somebody like a friend, a family, or something like that when you first get started.
I did not.
I didn't either. I didn't have no clue. I didn't have nobody to ask. I just kind of like, oh, this looks fun. This looks easy. Go
Yeah.
live, and you're like, now what do I do?
Oh God. Yeah, yeah.
But
When I first started, that was very interesting. I was in my living room with my Xbox and a little Mac AirBook computer with the cam there that like barely worked, and and my cat tree in the back. And that is, and if you look at my YouTube, you'll see my early videos are there, and I play Destiny. I started out with no camera and just playing Destiny, just streaming it, and Skyrim, just streaming it. This was before I even created like, my persona, and I was just doing it for fun. And then January, I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Don't. Yeah, that's one thing is don't hesitate. Just go. And also, real quick,
yeah.
Crash Test. Thank you for follow and everything else. Hello, chosen one. Sorry.
Chosen. That is my other VP. Thanks,
Nice.
guys, for showing
Thank you
up.
guys for being here. And it
Oh
makes me
my
so. I
God.
mean, I like seeing all the other communities coming in because I want them to all interact and meet each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
But
that's the whole point.
it's real nice to see that the my guest community comes in as well. So that's always
Yeah,
a plus.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
But you have a pretty active community because I was in your chat last night, or I was in your chat last night for a little while, and your community is really active. There wasn't like because I think you just did a just chatting stream last night for your
I just
entire.
did a just
So
chatting stream. Yeah. Normally my when I stream games, I will definitely like carry anywhere between 10 and 20 people at a time.
nice.
But that's it. I haven't been able to get past that. I've been having a hard time, but that's my fault because I haven't been as consistent as I should.
Yeah.
Consistency is key for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what else? Let's see. I mean, so we talked
So
about that. Oh, the Dragon Queen thing.
yeah. So
Might
tell
as
us
well
about
talk
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I've actually been criticized a lot for calling myself the Dragon Queen. I've gotten a lot of negativity from that.
Really.
Surprisingly, yes. I actively get hate DMs. I want to say almost daily, every other day, by women, just random people, just trolls, mostly
Wow.
women though. And they'll say things like, you're a whore, you're a slut, look at the way you portray yourself on Instagram. I'll get things like you're not a real gamer girl, even though I truly do game. I've
Yeah.
been gaming for years. Like it's something that I've been doing for a long time. It's what I do.
I mean, I didn't know there was a prerequisite to be a gamer.
Apparently there is. And where was I getting that? Oh yeah. So one of the things that really stood out to me recently was I had somebody literally say, like, talk mad shit about me, say that the Dragon Queen, you're stealing it. There's another streamer that calls herself the Dragon Queen, and you're copying, and you're this and you're that, and and everyone thinks that I get the Dragon Queen thing from Game of Thrones, and that is part of it. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes, there's Game of Thrones, there's Daenerys Targaryen, the Dragon Queen, and that is what she does. She has dragons, and she's, honestly, I'm obsessed with Game of Thrones. I love her character. I definitely look up to her, as crazy as she is. Like, her personality and the way she carried herself throughout the entire show is definitely somebody I'm like, yes, like that is me right there. Boom, I can relate to you.
yeah,
I could fuck with you.
yeah. There you
kind
go.
of
Yeah.
deal. So yes, Daenerys Targaryen was a big deal for me. The Dragon Queen was a big deal for me, but that is not exactly why I call myself the Dragon Queen.
Hmm.
So there is a old Chinese proverb, and it talks about this koi fish. Traveling, going upstream, going against the stream. And it's going and it's moving and it's having such a hard time getting through, through the water, because obviously he's going against the current.
Yeah.
But those are essentially all the problems and shit that you go through in life,
Yep.
wading through the shit
Yep.
to get to where you need to be. And then at the end, finally that koi fish fought as much as it could, and it made it. And it made it, upstream, and it made it to where it needed to be. And the gods rewarded the koi fish and turned him into a dragon.
Oh, okay.
So,
Very interesting.
yes. So, obviously, I see myself as this koi fish. I've been through a lot more than most people who are 30 years old would say.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have not. I've been blessed. I haven't gone through cancer or anything like that. But I people tell me all the time I should write a fucking book with the stuff that I've gone through in my life.
There you go. Yep.
But I've been through a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, a lot of challenges, a lot of people telling me that I can't do what it is that I want to do, or they
No.
don't believe in me, or I'm too this, I'm too that, and I always taken that as a challenge, and I will prove you wrong.
Hey.
So obviously I'm not going to be the Dragon King because I identify as a female, as a woman.
Yeah, but
Um,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand. I really do not. I mean, the only thing I know about the psychological aspect behind a troll is that they just have a very lonely life.
mm-hmm.
That's they have nothing else to do besides, make somebody else's life miserable because theirs is miserable. That's a definition of a
Exactly.
troll. Their life is
Exactly.
miserable, so they make everybody else's miserable.
Exactly.
Mm,
So that's why I call myself the Dragon Queen,
nice.
It's more of like a level or a point in my life. I'm at a point in my life where I feel fucking amazing.
That's good.
And I am pleased with where I'm at in the virtual world and in the real world.
Nice.
So yeah, there's that.
Well, since you started in January, who was your
Mhm.
influences? I mean, who did anybody influence you to be a streamer? Is there somebody that you really watched all the time, or?
No, actually, people that I game with. So I have a group of friends that I've been friends with since high school. And we all would play online together, mainly Destiny. And among other things like Mario Kart, all
Yeah.
that. But again, like I said, I've been a gamer forever. So I had that group of friends that I would game with, and they would tell me all the time, yo, Fatale, you should you should stream. You would be good at it. You've got a great personality. You're fucking hilarious. You're fun. And you can actually game. You're
Yeah.
pretty decent. You're pretty decent, and on top of that, you're good looking. So why not go for it? Just try it and see if you like it.
Yeah.
That is literally they pushed me for like 6 months. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I don't regret it.
No.
I don't regret it. Yeah.
I got.
I don't
Yeah.
regret it.
Like we talked to last night. It's addicting.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
super addicting.
it,
Super addicting.
I mean, yeah, it has its lows. I mean, I'd say when you first start, you probably have more lows than you do highs. But after a while, you get used to those lows if you don't let it get to you.
Exactly. The key is to not get hung up on the numbers and just
Yeah.
enjoy yourself,
Yeah.
and don't play something that you don't feel like playing, just
Very good.
because
Yeah.
you think it's going to give you more viewers. You play something that you enjoy, that you love, because the viewers will see that. They're
Yep.
going to see that you're having a good time, and they're going to want to have a good time with you.
Yep.
So yeah, yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
it's like I say. I'm going to tell you right now. It's just like I tell everybody. It's just like that camera is like a 100% lie detector. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it'll see right through you. It will show everything. I mean, you might not even see it. Even if you monitor yourself, streaming is like yeah, it is because it's just like when I really got hard and heavy into it last year. I actually had to back off because I was getting like really addicted to it. I was like almost having
Oh
to go to
God.
rehab. Um, I don't know if they have a streamer rehab, but I could surely definitely start one. But no, it's just like, yeah, because December to January and February, I was streaming on top of working 60 or 40 hour or 45 to 60 hours a week, or sorry,
Mhm.
45 to 50 hours a week.
Mhm.
Um, I would come home and stream, till midnight, from 7 to midnight or something like that, 6 days a week almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I looked at my stats, I was streaming like 220 hours a month.
Oh my God.
That's right at the peak of like like Tim the Tatman and all of them type of streams, because they only stream like 8 hours every here. I think
Yeah.
like Tim Tatman only streamed like maybe 40 hours or something like that a week.
Mhm. Mhm.
But when you stream, and it's like, okay, I have to cut back.
So when I first started streaming, I would stream every day, Monday through Saturday, for 2 hours a day. That was my limit for the day. And I mean, I enjoyed it because I had a schedule. You know, I had different games that I would play every other day, and
Mhm.
you know, this was in the middle of kind of the pandemic, kind of opening up again, and all that type of deal. So
Yeah.
I took advantage of the fact that, well, I have nowhere else to fucking go, so
Yep.
might as well hang out on Twitch. My 30th birthday, I spent it doing a 12-hour stream.
Nice.
Just because I would rather do a stream than go out because of, you know, the
Yeah.
whole COVID thing. So so yeah, Twitch has been my home for this year, and I definitely wouldn't want to let it go anytime soon. Definitely. Um Streaming is like being a drug addict. You have your highs and lows. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
what I was sitting there. Was that supposed to be highs since you wrote thighs?
yeah, I think that's what he meant. Thighs, them thick thighs. Sorry, that's what Chosen meant.
Define.
Oh, I define
Thank
red.
you for the follow.
Oh, that's one of my Sentinel dragons. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. How are you?
Oh, and Doctor Who, you asked me earlier how I got timed out on Twitch. If you post a lot, and like if you I don't know what the time frame is, but if you post and retweet a lot of tweets, because I was reposting and retweeting a lot of the people that were coming on, and I did that for like consistently for like an hour. Well, they timed me out for 10 minutes. I couldn't retweet or repost. I couldn't retweet or post anything. I could like video or like things. I just couldn't retweet or post for 10 minutes. So yeah, they will time you out.
Oh my God. Well,
But it's crazy.
what else?
So now that
So
you've been streaming, who's your favorite content? Who's your favorite creator? Do you have one?
so um, you know, I get asked this a lot whenever I do a podcast. And I don't really like celebrity streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, except Tim the Tapman because he's just fun.
Yeah, I have to agree.
But I don't necessarily look up to him. I just enjoy watching him. I look up to a young lady named Alfonso Ivy. And when I first started streaming, she had started streaming about 3 months ahead of me or before me. So she was already kind of building her following pretty quickly. And she found me and she supported me nonstop. Like she was amazing. And she was
Nice.
just the sweetest, realest person I've ever met. And I am so excited to hopefully meet her one day in
Nice.
Canada.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah.
if if I were to look up to anybody, it would be her. She is a great streamer that really deserves the attention that she should be getting, and she's not. You know,
Yeah.
we give attention to all of these huge streamers that have been doing it for God knows how
Yeah.
long. You know, we forget that there are, you know, the little guys just like you, me, and Alfonso, and you know, it's real pure talent that's there just waiting to be seen and enjoyed, and we're missing out on them and not giving them the time of day. So it
Yeah.
is important to, you know, have you know, those people that are, you know, you consider them being on the same level as you, or you know what I mean. I think you know what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
You
No.
know,
No. Yeah.
so
Because that's the way I look at it too. Is it's like I don't have. I mean, I liked him, and I like his. I look at all this because I look at all this from a business standpoint. Because if you're gonna make this a career, you've got to look at streaming as a business.
right,
So
absolutely,
be so
absolutely.
so when I go into a stream, because my business, I look at how people are hone their stream and how they
Hmm.
create it and how they keep it going. Like Tim's a businessman. He's got all this. I know a lot of people don't like Amaranth, but
So
I mean, Amaranth has her issues. I mean, she's a rebel. She pushes the limit on purpose because she knows she can. But she is still a businesswoman, and that's what I look at. People like that. It's like, and now don't get me wrong. There are a lot of them out there that just do things like totally, totally wrong and totally unethical. But if you look at people, but I also try to get into people's backgrounds and find out what their backgrounds are. How they got
yeah.
started and everything else. Because you can't always judge a book by the cover. I mean, that's one thing.
Right, right. And that's something that happens to me all the time. People judge me by my Instagram all
Yeah.
the time. All the time, have these assumptions immediately, and I tell people all the time, keep, you know, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You know, don't talk shit about somebody you don't fucking know.
Exactly.
You know, just take a moment to actually talk to them and then make your decision as to whether or not you want to talk shit.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like it's like take a minute, get to know me. My DMs are open.
Yeah.
You know, feel free. I have people that message me and they just want to, you know, say like, hey, you know, you are beautiful, you're a great streamer. I just wanted you to know that. And they think I would never see their message. I see your messages. I will see it, I will reply to it. And as soon as I reply, they're like, holy shit, I can't believe you replied to me. Oh my God.
I know.
Like I'm totally fangirling right now. There are girls and guys
Hey.
that do that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, listen, you know, at the end of the day, those numbers at the top of, you know, these profiles and, you know, like numbers are just fucking numbers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, underneath all those numbers, there's an actual person.
Yeah.
And maybe they're worth getting to know.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's one thing. It's yeah, because I mean, numbers can come and go. I mean, numbers are, but it's the community that we build in, like, you know, just like your community. You know, the supports you've got from them just being in here tonight is just amazing. So I'm really grateful for you guys coming out and gals, if it's guys and gals. I really appreciate you dudes. I call everybody dudes, so don't take offense to that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna call you dudes. So it's non-transgender. It's just dudes. You're all dudes. But no, if you that's just so great to see other communities come out and building a community. You know, it's strong. Like I said, I was in your stream last night and I was lurking throughout most for what I could. And yeah, everybody was interacting with you. Everybody was talking. There was no. It was a great place to sit there and watch. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I gotta say that, you know, my community's pretty awesome. They, like I said, and I'm not saying that just to, you know, kiss their asses or anything. I got no reason to fucking kiss their asses. It's just me being real. You know, they really are like a decent group of people that show up, and when they show up, they're there, they hang out. You know, they're there because they want to be there and they want to hang out with me. You know, and it's not because I'm, you know, writing their names on my arms and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, she's definitely kissing us. Shut the fuck up, Felix. But yeah, so I mean, there's that. I don't know. I definitely love what I do. I enjoy this. I love the persona that I have on Instagram. I am unapologetically myself. You know, and that's how it should be. That's how everybody should be. You shouldn't try to be somebody that you're not, because people see it. You know, I know some content creators that I've seen. You know, and I've taken the time to watch their content, and I'm just like, dude, you look so fake, man. What are you doing?
Oh, I know.
Oh man.
And you know what I've noticed too?
So cringy.
It's like the ones that I've watched on Twitch, you know, that I liked watching on Twitch, when they've transferred over to TikTok and they started doing their TikToks. I think they like run out of content, so you can tell that some of their stuff that they're doing is totally fake. You know,
exactly.
It's plain. You know, it's almost like they write it down because of the way they talk and everything else, because they don't talk the same in their TikTok videos as they do on their stream. So I'm like, okay, you know, people are going to sooner or later put those two things together and either stop watching you altogether or just stop.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Exactly. Yeah, no, people figure shit out. You know, they learn, and some of y'all learn to read our body language. You get to know us in a different way, and it's scary.
Yep.
With that said, they have learned my body language. I had somebody last night a woman sending me very interesting content. Very interesting content. Somebody else messaged me going, are you good? Like, I can see, like, you're kind of reacting, kind of blushing there. What's going on? You know, and I say it all the time, you know, the viewers get to know you in such a way, they just learn you.
Yeah, sometimes, especially if they're with you for a long period of time, they know you better than you do.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely, definitely. But
but
anyway.
that's just a sign that you have a very tight knit community. I mean that goes to show that you care about your community and your community cares about you. You
Yeah,
know
that's
the
true.
you know
That's
there's
true.
there's so many fake communities out there that just drives me crazy. I mean, because
Yeah.
they're there for, well, I know that most of these are bots that come through, but even the ones that come through that just sit there and spam you to try to get you to play or get you to do this, and it's just like,
Mhm.
and, it's just
Mhm.
like, I mean, I don't know, it's just crazy. People amaze me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I second that.
Yeah.
I second that. The community that I have, again, they're there because they want to be there. They just want to hang out, have a good time. It's cool. I love my people. I'm very protective of them. They know that. I had somebody troll one of my dragons on my stream.
What? Oh no.
Yeah, they followed him into my stream, and they were on his stream, and he didn't raid. He just ended his stream and then came to mine, and that kid followed him and he started trolling him on in my chat.
Oh no.
I went ape shit on this kid.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, I have a definitely very protective personality when it
Hey.
comes to them.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, like I said, that just means, and I do too. I think we all do. The ones that are what we call family.
Uh-huh.
People call them community, but I call them family.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like all you guys that come through and ladies that come through the stream or the talks and stuff like that. Once you become part of the dog, once you become in here and do this, you're always part of the doghouse and you're part of the family. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
try to do my best to do what I can for everybody. But
I feel that.
yeah, when you have that connection as family, it makes creating content a lot funner, and I don't know. Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Oh,
That's
you're
why I
good.
started laughing.
Oh yeah, that's what.
I have not done that. Just letting everybody know.
Yeah.
Oh God. Wow. I don't know. Red kind of sus over
Hmm.
there. Just saying.
Hmm. Something you want to tell us, Red? Hmm.
Oh, right,
Hmm.
right. Oh God.
Um.
Um. Anyway.
But no.
So yeah.
So
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 yeah.
tell me a little bit. How'd you get into cosplay?
So, I have always loved the idea of cosplay. For as long as anybody knows me in my personal life, I go ham every Halloween. I dressed up as a Destiny character one year, and I just have always really really liked it. I went to my first convention when I was in my 20s. I don't remember exactly when. Um, but all I know is every Halloween I'd just go all out every time. And it wasn't just no typical vampire. I've always been the type of person I want to be different. I want to be
Yeah.
different all the time. It's just part of my personality. Different for me is great. If
Yeah.
you are different, you are unique, I
Exactly.
will praise you even more for it. So I never like to be like the typical stuff that you could buy at the store. I always, always, always have put my Halloween costume together.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I guess from there, it kind of evolved into cosplay, me doing it's funny, I never like to do specific characters. I always like to grab things from that universe and create my own character
Okay.
from
Yeah.
that universe.
There we
So
go.
I've done that a lot. The only cosplay that I've done that is a specific character is definitely Gwen Stacy.
Okay.
So she's obviously Spider Woman, um, and the cosplay that I do is like a cross between her and Carnage.
Okay.
So I guess like Carnage like kind of takes over her kind of deal, and that was something that I found online a while back. And like I said, I always like to be different.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like the typical Spider Woman suit, whatever. No, I wanted to have something different. So I went to a Spider Man like convention or whatever. It was like this thing going down downtown by where I live, and it was like bar hopping.
Oh,
and
okay.
I got so many people asking me to take pictures with them. I actually I ran into a photographer at one of the clubs, and she ended up doing a whole session for me at no charge.
Oh,
And she sent
wow.
it to me later. She goes, "You look amazing. I don't need to. Don't pay me. Just let me take pictures of you." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do
Well, yeah.
it."
Free's good.
Yeah, free is good. Free is good. Oh, Define, I love you too. I love you too. Um, so yeah, so that's pretty much how I got into cosplay. It just kind of happened. It's
Yeah.
just stuff I've always been interested in, and I just did it. And now with all these platforms I'm on, I'm taking advantage and just showing the world like
Yeah.
what I can do, and that side of my personality.
Yeah.
Um, like one of the TikToks that you showed, that was like the good side and the bad side
Yeah.
that kind of comes out, or as I said in the video, the baddie, when you got to reach in for the baddie,
Yeah.
your inner baddie, to take care of shit.
Yeah.
Um, I say it all the time. You should bring out your true self and not be scared to bring that out. And that is that like alt goth kind of side that I've got going on.
Hey.
If you ever look at my content, you'll see it.
Yep.
And that's obviously, I don't dress like that when I go to work. I am a professional. I don't have, like a, just a whatever job. I have a head chair somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in the real world, I am head chair for the dental program, for
Mhm.
veterinary assistants.
Oh, nice.
So I have to be careful at the same time with what I post on social media,
Yeah.
because I am thinking about my career that I've worked towards for the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
So it's definitely important to me. At the end of the day, I love Twitch, and if I could make this into a career, I would. But right now, I got to think of the bread.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna continue to work on that side of my life. But in the meantime, at night, Fatale comes out.
Hey. I've known, I don't know if if anybody's caught on the last one, but it's the same thing. Most of the people, I mean, I have a couple of cosplayers that I have as personal friends that, they stream full time on, other platforms. But, I had one, I don't know if you've heard of him, the Raven Armed. He dresses as a pirate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um,
No.
but he's the same thing. He's a school teacher during the day, and then he comes out and does this at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and he's good at it, I guess, because he talks, to kids all day long.
Yeah.
Keeps them entertained. He knows how to entertain. So
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
I think that's a good trait about being a cosplayer, because you can't just throw make, because if I threw makeup on, because I already did, I dressed up as Joker last Halloween, and
Cool.
it did not go well.
Oh no.
I mean, just for me, but we all have our doubt bots and
Yeah.
or demons, but my self doubt demon, it like lives right on my back and talks in my ear every day.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, he does good, and like I said, and and I am on her Instagram, TikTok. Like I said, I found her on TikTok, so um, but yeah, no, that's one thing I was really impressed with, is going through all of her cosplay ideas, or all her cosplay that she did. And that's
Mhm.
the reason why I picked the transformation from the good to the bad, as part of it, because when I watched that, and it's like, oh, that's just perfect. Um, so I mean, because it's kind of like takes you from your day, like you were talking about, takes you from your day to your night.
Yeah.
Your two different
Yeah.
lives that you leave. You know, but
Yeah.
as a creator, we all, especially if you're a streamer, you all, if you work during the day, like, like we do, and then come back
Mhm.
out at night and do this at night, you've got to learn to do that separation.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
Um, but that's I feel like that's what makes it awesome. I get some people that say, "Oh, you curse too much on stream," and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Um,
I'm going to be myself on stream, because I can't be myself at work.
exactly.
You have to put on this professional persona, because you got to get that money, and you got to do your job, be professional. So obviously, when you come home and we're on stream, we're going to do what we want. you know
Yeah.
um But anyway.
Yeah, but this is our safe haven away from real life. Even though this is still real life, because we're real, you're real. We're not just talking to bots, but when a lot of it, everybody knows it's like when people talk about RIL or RL. IRL. Oh my God,
IRL,
words
yeah.
are hard today. Oh my Lord. But yeah, people don't realize, and that's one thing that I like doing, is to bring you guys, different people on here so people can see you.
Yeah.
This is in real life. When she's behind the camera, she's she's not really a character, but I mean she's herself to a point.
Exactly.
But still, when it's just a human nature, when you get behind the camera, you want to be totally somebody different than you are in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No. Everybody that knows me in real life, this is how I am. 100%. This is exactly how I am. 110%
Well, that's good.
all day, every day. Yeah.
But no, I mean that's me too. I mean, yeah, I'll throw a little bit of stuff in there every once in a while, but it's just like, yeah, it's crazy. No,
Yeah.
you're doing an awesome job. Like I said, I went through your thousands and thousands of pictures on Instagram and on TikTok and stuff like that.
I am crazy for reels, Helix. Come on now.
She's so crazy for reels too. Hey, that's when you know that she's gonna be a great creator. I mean, like I said, don't let the. I mean, you've only been doing it a year. Some of the bigger names took them 6 years. I mean, I know that sounds scary. 6 years sounds a long time, but it's just like anything else, like a doctor, a lawyer, or everything else. It takes them a while to hone their skills. So
I'm one of those people that I'm very patient. So I am fully aware that where I am in the Twitch world is very far, considering some people they've been streaming for the same period of time and they're nowhere near where I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm fully aware of that, and I'm grateful for it, and that's why, as much as I want to be partner, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. That would be so epic. I have my priority right now, which is my career. And then I'm going to still continue to do Twitch. If that takes me there, if that's where I'm meant to be, then that's where I'm meant to be. And I accept that. I'm going to go with the flow and just roll with it. I've been rolling with it since day one, and it's been this successful. So I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So.
No, but like I said, yeah. And, I think my volume on my radio went up. Hang on just a second. Sorry.
Spanish. You're ridiculous, Red.
Like I said, I put some music in the background for my dogs so they wouldn't be so freakish out, because I think they get freaked out when I start talking and they don't know who I'm talking to. But no, yeah, it's just like I said, so many people get discouraged. If I can tell you right now, I think like the industry standard for Twitch is like, if you can make it 30 or 60, what is it, 3 months, 60 to 90 days. If you can make 90 days, I think it is past 90 days, and you're making some type of a movement, you'll do good. I mean, that's just it, because most people fizzle out after 30 days.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that come through and don't have, they get distraught because they don't have any viewers, they don't have anything, but they don't do anything either. They don't network. They don't, you network consistently with your content on Instagram, and you're talking about consistency. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here looking right now. I mean, your post on Instagram, your post on TikToks, they are consistent, so.
Mm-hmm. And I also, I should have done marketing. I say this all the time. The way that I market myself on Instagram, if you look at it, it's very uniform, and it's for a reason.
Yep.
I'm trying to brand myself in such a way that it's memorable. Like, you remember it. I roll into people's streams and they already know, oh, it's the Dragon Queen.
Yeah.
Before I even it's like, oh, hey guys, and they're like, oh, the Dragon Queen has graced us with the presence, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, awesome. That means it's working.
Yeah.
If you're gonna start streaming, you need to have another platform. And that's one of the tips that I have on my Discord. I have like a tips for, non-affiliates. So for
Oh,
people who
nice.
are just started streaming, and I have a whole page just for them. And one of the things that it says on there is you need at least one or two other platforms that you need to market yourself on in order for you to funnel people to your Twitch, so that it could be successful. And if you don't put in that effort, then you're not going to get anywhere. You have to put in the work.
Yep.
It's not just going to come to you. People aren't just going to come to watch you because they like you. You need to make yourself known, show your support, put yourself out there, and then they'll be like, oh, you know what, this person might be worth checking out.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you how far you want to go with it at the end of the day. And that obviously, that goes for anything that you do in life.
Yes,
You put in the work, you're gonna get something back.
yeah. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's one thing, because I've had people, like I said, yeah, granted, I might not have the biggest, viewership when I do things, but, I'm still growing,
Mhm.
because even though I've been doing it for 2.5 years, I really didn't get into the idea of networking and getting into people's streams up until
Mhm.
probably about a year ago,
Mhm. Oh wow.
you know,
Wow. Wow.
so
Wow. Yeah, I tell people all the time, you have to be in other people's streams. You have to take the time to be in there because they'll remember you.
yeah,
If and it's not just, oh, I'm dropping a lurk, what's good, okay,
exactly.
bye. No, dude. You have to sit there, interact for at least 10 minutes of your time, and just show them that you're there for them, that you're watching them. You're just having a mini conversation. Maybe have
Yeah,
a conversation with the other people that are in chat
yep,
if you feel like the streamer's too busy or not paying attention to you. It's the fact is they're going to see your name at the end of the day, whether it be the streamer that you're on or that you're watching, or the other person that you're chatting with in chat.
yep.
I've gained followers that way. You know,
And
it's just
one thing too, you talking about that, talking about typing in chat, and also at the street, the streamers there, and it's not the fact that they might miss a conversation or two, but if they're playing a game, that's what the mods are for. People think mods are just the evil trolls that are supposed to take care of the other evil trolls. No, your mods are your support staff.
right, right,
They're the ones that
exactly.
they're the ones that pay attention to the stream, pay attention to us and sit there and say, oh, they're busy playing a game, so somebody pops, it's just like, people popping up in chat, even though I didn't want to just not acknowledge them, so I just typed in chat, hey,
Right.
how you doing? That's what a mod's supposed to do, is be a
Mhm.
welcoming community for your chat.
Mhm. Exactly.
On
Exactly.
top of being the banhammer if needed, but
Or giving them the dragon fire.
yeah,
That's what I call it.
that's what you call it.
Oh, I love it. I'll be like, yo, Crash, give him that dragon fire. Just bye, bye.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but yeah. So yeah, that's one thing. Is one thing you got to remember is, like, if you go into chats and stuff like that, yeah, make sure and don't sit there and hint. The ones that I mean, I don't mind you doing that in my channels or in this one here, because it's like I said, this is a promotional channel anyways.
Mhm. Mhm.
But don't go into other people's channels and say, well, I just ended my stream or stuff like that. Unless you rated them. I mean, if you raid them
Yeah.
or host them, or not even host. I mean, if you raid them, they know you are a streamer.
Obviously.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
And it's just like, the last thing you need to do is promote yourself in somebody's stream, dude. Oh
yeah,
my God. That's the worst. That's the worst. And you know what sucks? And I used to be that person. I didn't realize
yeah,
the severity of it or the gravity of it
yeah,
when I first started out. And I would just be like, hey, and they would just be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm just like, oh, I'm just prepping for my stream. And I didn't realize, that is definitely like an indicator. Hey, I'm about to stream, guys.
yeah,
That is a self promotion. So I have learned to kind of tweak the way I answer certain things, leave out or omit the fact that you're going live if
yeah,
somebody asks you what you're doing. You don't want to self promote on somebody else's stream. It's just not ethical,
yeah,
and I realize that now, because I hate it when
yeah,
people do it on mine.
yeah. I did the same thing. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have it, if you go in blind, like we did, and not know the rules,
And not know the rules. Right, right.
didn't even know there was rules.
Mm-hmm.
You just, because you don't see that. You just see people
Right.
streaming, and that's it. Having fun. That's all I looked at.
Exactly.
I just wanted to stream and have fun
Exactly.
with the community.
Exactly. Crash. Crash says the forge stays lit. Don't worry, Queen.
Hey, that's nice.
Oh God. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that's that. That's that. Streaming has been something really weird for me, and I know I've said this already like 3 or 4 times. It's been one wild ride for me.
Mhm.
I so I grew up in a traditional Latino family,
Okay.
and gaming was something that my mom was okay with me doing, but it wasn't necessarily something that was completely supported. And the moment I started streaming, it was something that my family was very much against.
Oh wow.
They do not agree with what I post on Instagram. They don't agree with the way that I am on Twitch on my streams,
Mm,
and I'm just like, if you don't agree with the way that I am, then that means you don't agree with who I truly am. And unfortunately, with the Latino family, you have set standards and expectations from your family. There's a lot of pressure on family and what your family expects from you and what they want you to be, especially when you are the the product of a family who migrated from another country.
oh, okay, yeah.
So they weren't born here. They are un-Americanized. Um, so I'm Colombian. So my family is, my mom was born in Colombia, and she came here to America, got married, and had a baby, and that was me. And it's the expectation for an Americanized Latino kid is you need to go to school, you need to graduate, you need to become a doctor,
Uh,
a policeman, you need to become something big in your life so that way you can carry on the bloodline, to
yeah.
bigger and greater things here in America. So first off, you know, the fact that I was like, I don't want to be a veterinarian, I want to be a veterinary assistant. They were or a veterinary technician. They were like, why don't you become a vet? And I'm like, because I don't want to become a vet. Just fuck that noise, And it's just like, well, why don't you do this? Why do you color your hair? Why are your hair so long? Why do you wear hoops? Why do you wear all black?
Oh
Why do you wear
wow.
black lipstick? Yeah.
Oh
Why
wow.
do you, yeah, why do you show your curves so much? It's one of those things where it's like, this is not appropriate. This is not allowed.
Yeah.
It's not normal, for our culture, and you are a grown woman and you should be looking for a man to marry, kind of deal. So this behavior is not okay.
And by the way, we've
um,
got this guy over here we want you to meet. No. No, I've had a lot of friends that have, been in that situation, and I've met a lot of
mm,
people on here through that too that have been in, that way. But yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, yeah. The tattoos also a big thing.
Oh, I bet.
Definitely big no no. Big no no. Um, growing up in a traditional Catholic home is not okay.
Oh, yeah.
Um, on top
Know
of that,
that. Know that.
on
Yeah.
top of that, I don't really carry those traditions with me. I've kind of leaned into Buddhism and other things, so I'm pretty much the black sheep in my family. I don't give
Okay.
a fuck.
There's got to be one in every one.
There's
Sorry,
got to be one, and that's me.
sorry, fam. But no, that was one thing I was just getting ready to ask. So that's pretty good. It's like because, like I said, family. Because especially if you have an older generation family, like and yours is a culture generation family, a
Yes,
different culture.
yes.
Yeah, it's just like if you have a family, yeah, because like my brothers and sisters, even though my sister, she's interested in what I do, but she has no clue what I do. She doesn't understand streaming.
Hmm.
She doesn't understand, what, and my wife's the same way. She doesn't understand what I think she does now, but when I first started, she didn't understand what the thrill, was about doing
The
it.
thrill of it, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the thrill of it, yeah. I get that a lot too. A lot of my real life friends don't really understand. I get excited because I go out to brunch. Go out to
Yep.
brunch with the ladies. Have some mimosas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we hang out, and they're like, "How are you doing, Fatale? What is good?" And then I'm like, "Oh my god, my streaming is amazing. This and this and that," and they're like, Okay. I mean, sure, whatever. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
see you on Instagram. That's great. But most people don't get it.
No.
They don't understand, what it's like and why we have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
So, it's okay. It is what it is. We'll understand each other.
Yeah. And I think
We'll
that's the
just understand
reason.
each
I think
other.
it's the reason why the streaming community is such a tight knit. For the streaming community in general, the ones that do that, like Twitch, YouTube, that do the streaming,
Mm-hmm.
are a very tight knit community, and they will help you. I have not met anybody will push you to the side. I mean, they might sit there and say, well, not right now. DM me in Discord or DM me in Twitter or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll get to you after a while. I'm not here. But yeah, that's what I was really, really, and that excites me even more, is to be able to have that, that feel, hundreds of thousands of streamers that are all on the same page. They support you one way or the other. Yeah, you've got the ones that think they're better than everybody else, but that's just in everything.
Right. Right. That's in everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm with the same way with my work. I go to work, I work in a building material trade in a lumber yard, so it's just like I got a bunch of guys there. So it's like when they ask you, well, what do you do on your free time? I stream on Twitch. What the hell's that?
I don't know what is that exactly. Oh, that's the question I get all.
Never
What is
mind.
that? Oh, you wouldn't understand. So
Yeah.
sorry.
But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, another reason why I decided to do it. You asked me that earlier.
Mhm.
What influenced you and all of that,
Yeah.
and at first I was like, I don't know if I want to be under the spotlight like that. And then I was just like, well, I think I could be pretty good at it. And I mentioned it to you yesterday when we did the test stream or whatever. I did radio.
Oh yeah.
So I did radio
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for like a year and a half, 2 years, and that was an absolute blast. And I thought to myself, if I can do radio, then I could probably do this, you know.
Yeah.
So radio was a good time. Probably the best job I have ever had in my life.
Nice. See,
Yeah.
and I think that's I always wanted to be in radio, but I really came out of doing this really helped me come out of my shell.
Mhm.
I mean, still when I go out in the real world, when I go out there to the job and stuff like that, I'm still, I try to keep myself because, I mean, don't take this wrong, people. Don't take this wrong. I just really don't like people, but this is a different type of people,
Yeah,
so,
yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
I mean,
Um,
I don't like those people.
like I said, we all understand each other. The people that are on here in these Twitch communities, like, we get it. We get why we do what we do. We get why we game. Some people go, you spend you took off, hold on, you took off like 2-3 days off of work to play a new game that just came out. Why would you do that?
Oh,
And those people will never understand that.
nope.
Only people like us would understand that. So I totally get it, though they're a different breed.
Yeah.
They just have not been enlightened, and that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And that's okay.
Like I said, I mean, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of them, older generations and stuff. Like, like I said, all my brothers and sisters are a lot older than me. So it's just like, this technology, they're lucky to be able to use Facebook and Instagram, so, but, 2 days, you took off 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember when Destiny came out, I took off a couple days. Skyrim, I took off a couple days to play Skyrim. I spent hours, and I'm talking like I would game from the moment I wake up, like 7 in the morning, till like 2-3 in the morning, go back to sleep for hours, and do it all over again the next day. Literally live off of Domino's and Red Bull.
Yeah. Why do you think Red Bull sponsors esports and streamers?
Exactly.
But
oh God.
yeah, and I guarantee, because people ask me, it's like, they ask me, well, what'd you do last night? And I tell them, I work on this or I do streaming, and it's just like, well, what time do you go to bed? And it's like, dude, 1, 2, maybe 3 a.m. It's just like, they go, well, because I have to turn around and be back up at work. Like I got to be there at least by 7.
Right.
So it's like I get like this is like I started using those little sleep apps that kind of record you while you're sleeping to see what goes on.
Okay.
But it also tells you like how many estimated hours that you sleep. And I think last night it said I slept for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wow. Oh my God.
But
You need to get some sleep after this.
no, I mean that's just normal. I go to bed at 2 o'clock, get up at 5, 6 o'clock. My alarm goes off at 5, and I sit there and hit the snooze for 30 million times. But
Oh wow.
3 hours is usually my max every day. But my body does tell me every once in a while. It's like, okay, fuck you. You're going to sleep for 9 hours. But
sometimes when your body just asks for it, you just have to just give in. Just given.
But,
Pros spend 16 hours a day as selected games and spend in Destiny.
yeah.
Yeah, Chosen is a Destiny fiend for sure.
Nice.
For sure.
I've played Destiny, but I don't know. I just never really have gotten into Destiny. But it's not that I don't like it. I'm one of these that I don't like playing by myself. I hate playing solos and I hate playing with randos. So, but I mean, what's up, Raging?
Raging Pagan. Oh my God. It's one hell of a name. Love it.
It used to be Dr. Ouija.
Oh,
yeah? Changed it.
That's pretty cool too, though.
Team No Sleep, yeah. But yeah, that's
Team No Sleep.
That's one thing. Like you were talking about. Nobody gets it but us. Nobody understands. He's just like
they just don't.
Yeah,
they just don't.
So.
One thing that I don't know why, like this just popped in my head and I completely forgot about that. I am glad there was a time where I spent almost a month not streaming on Twitch because I was worried about the whole, what was it? The hate raids. The hate raids. I got hate raided once.
Oh no.
But like it wasn't. We caught it like before it even happened. Like they just all started mass following me. And we were able to stop it. I had a whole bunch of mods on that day, thank God. But that's just so terrifying. Like I'm glad that now they have the what was that called again? The Siri bot. I don't know if you ever heard of that bot. Yeah. They came out with all that, and thank God that things were done with that. But I gotta say, like, as a person from the LGBT community, plus, it was definitely something that I was really worried about all the time.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of followers that I have and how hard I've worked to get to where I was, knowing that I could possibly just lose that in one night because somebody wants to be an asshole because I'm gay. Like, that's just fucking great. Gay and Latina. That's great, because apparently they were targeting pretty much any, races, all that kind of shit. Oh my God. So it was just a scary time. It was just a scary time for a lot of people. I'm just glad that I feel like that's done and over with. We have done a pretty good job as a community to try to tackle that. To an extent, of course.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, so I mean, Twitch. I mean, honest to God, I mean, you still hear people just like being negative because negativity sells.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful about watching TikToks, Twitch or Twitter posts, Instagram videos or whatever about the negative aspects of Twitch. Yeah, Twitch needs to fix things, but you also got to realize they are fixing them as fast as they possibly can.
Yeah, it's such like a big, it's not something that's going to happen overnight.
Yeah, you can't flick a switch and the 90 plus thousands or 90 plus millions or however many, I can't remember exactly how many's on Twitch now, but and plus you're not going to please everybody. But no, that's one thing you got to worry about is like everybody that's on these places like Instagram, TikTok, and everything else, they do everything for content. So
exactly.
And negativity sells.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway.
But yeah, but
so
no.
There's that.
Yeah, because I think now the only thing that pops up in the stream is do you want to be famous bots. That's the only thing it's funny because I always say there's like, how are you famous in my own mind anyways.
Right. Anytime those come in my stream, I'm like, oh, you want to be famous? No, that's okay. That's already done. Thanks.
Yeah.
You can go.
Somebody beat you to it. But
oh God.
So
Anyway.
if you had one thing to change about if you were able to go to like the CEO of Twitch and sit there and say, "Hey, this is what I need done," what would you change?
Oh my God, that's a really good question. So one thing, I would make it easier to host people.
Yeah,
So number
we
one.
were talking about that earlier.
Two, obviously, the whole thing, like I said, not feeling safe on here sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks, especially when I've spent so much time on here, feeling like, I didn't want to be targeted, and then at the same time, I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of take. I shouldn't have to feel like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like concerned. I should be here having fun, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So that, I can't really think of anything else at the top of my head right now, to be honest with you.
Um,
Um,
yeah, I think that's like the most important thing. I mean, granted, I mean, I know people sit there and say that women have it easier than men do on Twitch, on streaming in general. You
no, we
know,
don't.
I've
No, we
talked to enough women through this that, I mean, I already knew they didn't anyways. I mean, yeah,
don't.
I don't know. I
It's
mean,
it's so it's okay. It all depends on the type of woman. There are women and men that put themselves out there and attract a different kind of audience.
yeah,
And then game occasionally.
yeah,
Like one or two streams every now and then they will game, but the rest of their streams are all from towards the more sensual, sexual nature.
yeah,
That obviously attract those kind of viewers. Um, so there are two sides to Twitch in regard to that. And I feel like obviously those females, speaking of females, do better than females like myself. We only go so far, and we actually dedicate time to gaming, to having a true interaction with my viewers that is more than just sexual.
yeah,
And it is a struggle because you get people that assume that because we have big tits and a pretty face
mm,
that we are getting somewhere farther than they are.
yeah, no,
When in reality, we'll hop on a Warzone match and get matched up with somebody and then get completely cursed out just because they
yep.
hear a female voice. Like, it's so much harder for us on so many levels. And, pretty face doesn't just do it. It's not that easy.
And seeing
Um,
talking about like the Warzone thing, I always thought that was just content made up just to sell content.
no, dude.
And
No,
then
dude.
I
That
jumped in
really
with some of my
happens.
friends one time, and I started
Yeah.
listening to. I mean, I have a friend of mine that we used to play a lot.
Hmm.
She, yeah, they would jump in and the rant. That's the reason why I get not really criticized, but I get kind of everybody asks me why I don't listen to in-game chat and stuff like that. It's like because
Hmm.
I do not want to hear that.
Right.
I don't
Right.
because I'm gonna go off. And I'm probably gonna get now that they have the banning system in those games. I probably get myself
Hmm.
banned because I'm gonna totally go off on those people.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, so it happened to me once when I played Overwatch.
you
I
know,
was
see,
streaming. Yeah, I was streaming, and when I play Overwatch, I'm actually pretty competitive. I'm very, out of all the games that I play, that is one game that I get complimented a lot, that I play really, really, really well. Um, and I was matched up with randoms because all my friends had gone to bed and I was streaming. And I accidentally still had proximity chat on. I forgot to turn it
oh,
off. And obviously, I was interacting with chat, being loud and obnoxious and, just having a good time. And I pretty much, she goes ham on Overwatch. Thank you, Helix. I really do. I really do. And pretty much they started cursing me out, saying that I didn't need to be there, that I am probably a shit streamer, and just going ham on me for no reason. Like, they didn't
yeah,
even know
no,
me. And they were like, "Can you shut the fuck up?" That was the first thing they said to me. And I was like, "I am so sorry. I didn't realize that my proximity chat was on. You can mute me." That's what I said to them.
yeah,
And then they just popped off. They just popped off after that. It was like three dudes just attacking me. And I was just like, I don't deserve this. And like, I
No.
was live, so I couldn't hide my reaction.
Oh
You know,
man.
I was very pissed and like trying to keep my cool. And at the same time, like, I felt really shitty. Like, and like some of the male friends that I had, I told them about it and I was like, I'm really upset because this happened to me. And they were so nonchalant about it. They were like, "Oh, it's fine. It happens all the time." And I'm just like, "Dude,
No.
it doesn't happen all the time to me. Number one, like that." And it's like, "Oh, it's just dudes being dudes." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not a dude."
No.
Like, what
No.
the fuck? I had, they had no reason to attack me like that, and they did, and that was super lame, and that got me really upset.
No.
So,
Yeah. No. That's it's just totally wrong. That's what I like. I like watching some of the TikToks that some of the female streamers do that literally
mhm,
put those people in their place,
mhm,
and
mhm.
it's funny as hell. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm in it to play and have fun. I'm not gonna, I might trash talk every once in a while, but it, if you're a gamer, you're a gamer. If you're a player, you're a player. It doesn't matter. I mean,
Exactly, exactly. It just,
the gender
you
doesn't
know,
matter.
a gender doesn't matter. Exactly. The gender doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't. It's just, you're just a person playing video games.
Yeah.
That shouldn't matter at all. But it does. But it does, unfortunately. And that's okay.
5nom911. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. I think I said that right.
That's a South Florida Venom 911. I think
Ah,
I know
okay.
exactly who that is, actually. um, but anyway, so yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking. Oh yeah, so yeah, it could be pretty shitty sometimes as a girl being out there and not streaming. I'm sorry, and not gaming with like a group of people,
Yeah,
and gaming by yourself is sucks
it does.
because you'll run into that. You'll run into that.
It does.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and excuse for the word get to know John. Her name's not John. I don't know why Stream Elements did. Stream Elements is funny because if you don't completely erase the message, it kind of like picks and chooses what it wants to put in there.
If you'd like to, if you'd like to get to know John more, I just
That
realized
was that was from the last guest.
I'm John, guys. I am John Toe.
Oh my
I've been
lord.
christened John Toe. Nice to
Um,
meet you.
the joys of live production. Oh, hi John. How are you? But
Mm.
I
Oh, hi,
I,
John.
I just happened to notice this. Like, why does that say John? I know I haven't had that much to drink that it does not say that. Does that? But
It definitely says that.
anyways, this is not John. Um, now you're gonna get people coming into your chat. Hi, John.
That's what's gonna happen. Yes, because they're assholes like that, and I love them.
but no,
Oh.
yeah, the joys of live production. Like I said, I'm just happy that it's gone. I mean, I'll take that snafu over what happened the last one. So, it's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are your plans for the future for streaming? I mean,
So okay, so right now, I am, like I said, I'm really just focusing on my real life career.
mhm.
I am going to be teaching for the first time in my life.
Oh,
I don't
GG's.
have, yeah, I don't have a teaching degree. They are trusting my my 8 years of experience in the field.
Okay.
So they're trusting that. They're trusting my veterinary science degree. But that's it. So the whole aspect of teaching, creating lesson plans, creating, literally content, online content for the online courses, videos that we're going to watch in class, quizzes, all of that stuff is being created from scratch by me.
Yeah.
I've been working
Nice.
on that for this entire year. And my point is that I've worked so hard to get to this point in my life, in my career, that I don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah.
So as much as I want to dedicate all of my time to Twitch like I have this year, um, next year I'm probably going to be streaming only on the weekends, and I'm praying that I will still be popular, and
Oh,
I'm
you
praying
will.
that people
You will.
people will still enjoy watching my streams, and at some point in my life, if I can get the partner, that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. I am not in a rush. I'm not in a hurry. I won't be able to dedicate, as much time to Twitch as I really want to, and that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
But I will ultimately do my best because at the end of the day, my community means a lot to me. So that is the game plan. Focus on school. Focus on teaching, focusing on running this program as head chair,
Hey, that's great.
and then and if I'm up for it and I don't have any work to do in the evenings, I was going to do like surprise streams here and there. So Twitch is in my life and it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I have, I'm married to Twitch, so sorry.
But no, it's a good thing. But I mean, and that's just it. I've noticed. I really have. I've noticed the ones that are, on. I guess get back to that. There, it's just like that was a big debate that I was going through, like on YouTube and stuff, through a bunch of the other creators that do what I call the Twitch talks. But that was one of the big debates I seen like over the summer is setting a set schedule actually worth it, or do you get So I mean, I would say, my opinion is that I would sit there and say it's like, yeah, have something consistent, at least go consistent on a few days, or at least go consistent, maybe 2 or 3 days. But I really don't think a set schedule is like, I'm going to be here at 7, or I'm going to be here at 8, because real life, especially, like us, that can't always happen.
Yeah, no, definitely. Honestly, I feel like having a set schedule has really helped me big time. So I have ADD. I'm medicated for ADD.
Yeah.
I know everybody says, "Oh, I have ADD." Ha ha ha. No, I actually
No,
fucking
yeah.
have ADD. It's like a 5 out of 6 on the scale.
Oh, dang.
It's pretty bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad. But I'm on medication. I manage it. I'm an octopus. That's what I call myself. I'm an octopus all the
Yeah.
time. I plan to get that tattoo next. um, so yeah, so I see, there we go. What were we talking about?
Set schedule. No.
Schedule.
Yeah.
So the schedules, honestly, it really, really helps me because it structures my day completely.
Yeah.
This is when I go to work, this is when, I'm gonna go work out, this is when I'm gonna make dinner, this is when I'm gonna prep for tomorrow, and this is when I stream. So it's I like having the structure, and I notice that people prefer it. At least this is just obviously my opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one.
Yeah.
But pretty much I've noticed that people like it when they have that, like they know that I'm going to stream this day, and this day.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, yes, this is the time that Fatale normally streams. I'll get text messages and be like, I'm sorry, DMs. And I'll be like, and they'll be like, oh, hey, why aren't you streaming? You're usually streaming at this time. What's going on? And I'm like, I'm fucking taking a break tonight. I'm getting my nails did or something. You know what I mean? Like, shit, don't get on me. But they get on you when you do have a schedule because they expect you to stream. So I think in a way, having that schedule does help to have that consistency, at least consistent viewers, because they know you'll be on.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's just like it's. I mean, yeah, to build a community, yeah, it would be beneficial. That's why I don't understand. That's why I ask everybody. It's just like because everybody's different. Everybody has a different way of doing things. Everybody has a different community, and but no, yeah, knowing when somebody comes on, and you do have the ones that sit there, like you said, wait till the last, are sitting there waiting, counting down the time till you come on, go live or whatever. But
yeah.
But no. But well,
yeah.
If anybody in chat has ever wanted, I mean, if anybody in her community has ever wanted to ask her a question that is respectable, I always
That's
have to
just
put that out there because I know I
you saw the questions they
understand.
were asking me last night. Oh my god.
Um,
I don't know if you heard any of those. Oh
n-
good lord.
no, did you ever get to tell your story?
Which one? There was I had like 6 story times
Oh,
last
okay. Well,
night.
I'll have to go back and watch the VOD then. Um, we're on point, don't lie.
Last night questions were on point. Oh god. Oh man, you guys
um,
were off the rocker last night asking stuff, man.
but yeah,
Oh
if you guys want to ask questions, about anything about her career or her streaming life or cosplay life, I mean,
yeah,
feel free
definitely.
to ask.
Please.
I mean, but like I said, I know most of our computer. I mean, I cannot. Words are very hard tonight.
Words are very difficult, yes.
But anyways, I know her. As her community, you know her quite well. Um, but yeah, no, it's just like I loved having you on here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, definitely. I had a good time. I could keep talking if you really wanted to.
um,
you know.
but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's Fatale. I got it right, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, I realized that when I made the promo for TikTok. It's like, I know I screwed that up, but I really don't want to make another one. Hopefully she doesn't hate me for it.
It's all good. It's all good.
um, but yeah, like I said, I'm really honored, and I'm glad that you are, like I said, between your Instagram, your TikToks, like I said, if you want to know what networking and how to grow, just like, you're wanting to know how to grow Zeta, you just got to put in the work and the effort. I mean, that's just it,
Yeah,
plain and simple.
exactly.
I mean, there's no other, and I'm not saying you guys don't. I'm just sitting there saying you've just got to find, one, your niche. You got to find two,
Mhm.
you got to drive and drive and drive. I mean,
Yeah.
and don't give up, because like I said, some of the biggest name streamers that you see out there took 6 years to make it to where they are. So,
Right. Right. Right.
so it's just like, I mean, it's not saying that it's going to take everybody else that long. Everybody's different, but it was fun. But yeah, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow her on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. And like I said, if you want to know what time she goes live, just replay this VOD over and over again. Get
Yeah.
my watch hours up.
I also have my schedule pretty much posted everywhere. So feel free to check on Instagram. You'll see my schedule on there or Discord. But just really quick, all my dragons that stopped by, thank you so very much.
Yep.
All my love to you, all the positivity and everything in the world. Thank you so very much. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every single one of you.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
Like I said, I love doing these. I love meeting new people. So I'm excited for the future for everybody. So
Yeah, for sure. For
But-
sure. I'm excited too.
But again, thank you very much, and thank you all for coming in. And I'm sorry for the ones that came in on the late end of it. Make sure you check us out on Thursday and next Tuesday. We have 2 more going on. But these do go up on YouTube and on Spotify. Spotify also has a video. Like I said, these will be, the cut down version will be up on Spotify. I don't try to send the full version up to Spotify, just because I know people usually use that just to listen, not to watch. I listened to the John Reeve one today. Nice. Yeah, I get my watch hours up. I got my year in review. My watch hours are actually at almost 3,000. So keep it up. But anyways, I appreciate you, and like I said, I will be getting in touch, and we'll work something else. I can't wait to collab. I love to collab. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm super excited. Thank you for having me. Seriously, thank you for having me. I am very grateful.
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful. I won't forget this.
Oh, that's good. Well, at least I know I didn't. It's just like the TikTok. He's like, I'm not gonna fuck this up. I'm not gonna fuck this up. So that's always good to hear. That people want to come back. So that means I've done something right.
Yeah, exactly.